Good morning. It's Monday morning, January the 5th, 2026. It's been a hectic weekend. I did a lot of stuff for the weekend, but it is morning. I got up at 5 as usually this morning, fed the birds. You can hear Ruby and Chili Bean kicking up a racket there in the corner. And yeah, so I wrote an exam, and after I finished the exam, I did what I normally do, which is open up the news and follow what's going on. And to my utter surprise, I saw that the US went ahead and did some stuff which has got everybody all riled up and thrilled, also thrilled, depending on what your political point of view is. So the big headline over the last 3 days is about Venezuela. On January the 3rd, the United States carried out a military strike in Venezuela, and they say that they captured President Nicolas Maduro and his wife. They were apparently flown to New York to face U.S. charges related to drug trafficking. Ah, that's what many channels are reporting, so we cannot doubt that. It seems like those are facts. And also, U.S. officials have said that this country won't govern Venezuela day to day, even as they push their own policy goals, which they have been quite loud about, including addressing drug trafficking and transitioning the government. Now, internationally, everybody is upset, and everybody's coming from their own angle and have their own hot take on it. Russia condemns the US action as illegal and destabilizing because obviously Russia is so not involved in destabilizing other countries. China and several governments called for the action a violation of international law and of Venezuelans' sovereignty. Now, many Latin American countries like Mexico and Brazil have also criticized the strike and called it an unacceptable use of force. Some Western allies emphasize the need for a political solution that respects international law rather than military force. So, what's unfolding diplomatically? And this is where it becomes really interesting. What will be the next steps? The United Nations Security Council is expected to meet today about this, and global leaders are calling for the de escalation and respect of international law, which is nice diplomatic talk to say, guys, you overstepped the line, and we have to talk about it as the international community and work out what on earth are we going to do with this. So, here's the sensible takeaway out of it all. The Venezuelan crisis did not start because of outsiders. It was driven by domestic political breakdown and economic collapse. But how external powers interact with that crisis does really matter. Using military force inside another country opens huge legal, ethical, and geopolitical questions. It just causes so much ructions, as you can see. And we've seen it in the past, in the history, whenever any country intervenes in another country, it becomes a mess. If it goes around the UN and goes around working with allies, etc., it becomes even a bigger mess. It's quite clear that governments are deeply concerned about this because it can only get worse. Stay tuned. I'll try to give you a little bit of an update as time goes on in my morning chats over my coffee after feeding the birds, and we take it from there. Good day. Enjoy a gorgeous, lovely day.